So this here should put a lot of people on notice that it is definitely starting. Hey you guys, welcome back for tuning in today's video we'll be heading into ShopRite. I haven't been to the local ShopRite in a while now, so we're going into the ShopRite of Newark. That's right guys, Newark, New Jersey. I love how they always have everything out front that is on sale. One thing I can say, I have not seen a pineapple marked down to $1 and change in a very long time. When it comes down to the produce section, this is it here. Bananas used to be at 49 cents a pound, but they have been stuck at 59 cents. When it comes down to the bakery, someone did mention that they are having a problem with receiving their ingredients, so that explains why the bakery section actually looks so empty as well. This section definitely used to be packed up with the sweet treats. Back to the pasta, I'm noticing a lot of fronting going on. The items are definitely spread out, so it appears to look a little full. You see a little bit of gaps, but definitely there's a lot of fronting going on. So if you was to move a box, you'll definitely see right behind the box full of emptiness. This section here have been doing not so good. This is the section where you'll find the cornmeal, the porridge, some small bags of rice, and it's been empty for a while now. I don't expect it to get any better than this. I was surprised. I was really surprised, you guys, when I saw stacks and stacks of ramen. It was definitely a shock to me because I have not seen so much ramen in ShopRite in a very long time. For the single packages, do y'all believe they're charging $3 for $1? It used to be $4 for $1. And for their raviolis, it's $1.39. $1.39 for one can of raviolis, or you can get 4 for $5. And it seems like we cannot get away from the freezer problems, you guys. I think that it's hitting more stores than we know about, but it's definitely happening. A lot of stores are facing a lot of freezer issues. When it came down to the red meat, it was not a lot there. What was there was a bit pricey as well. So you guys get to see exactly what I'm looking at, and what I thought was interesting as well. They had turkey wings. I went bright and early. When I tell you guys, I went like at 7:30 in the morning. I went early. 3 pounds of ground turkey is $11.99 now. 3 pounds of ground turkey, y'all. So $31.65 for some beef chuck short ribs, and it is $10.99 a pound. Wow. Then they have one for $34.70, also coming in at $10.99 a pound. This is a very small pack in my opinion, and I will not pay about $30 and change for this. As we walk through the store, I'm noticing water on the floor. Definitely signals some freezers leaking. I'm hearing the bird flu back again. I'm hearing more about the bird flu. The chicken is not $20 anymore, but you can get a family pack for $18.57. Some of them were $20, but I did see one for like the $18. 4 things of chicken thighs will cost you about $6. Caution, wet floor. Yeah, so I was saying about the bird flu. I've been hearing about the bird flu again. Not seeing that much chicken in ShopRite. Not seeing that much beef, pork in ShopRite, or none of that. One thing else that caught my attention was how expensive the store bread is. $2.49 for plain Italian bread. $2.49. And remember guys, this is the store brand. When it came down to just the honey wheat, that's also $2.49 for the store brand bread. I'm also seeing a shortage in the water still, canned vegetables, and salt, and we discussed the bread as well. You guys, I'm gonna roll a clip for you all, and I want you guys to let me know your opinion on this video that is about to play. Hopefully you all enjoyed this walkthrough to ShopRite, and I'm just hoping that you all are stocking up and taking it serious. I just want to roll this clip for you guys real quick. because we've been talking about this the last few episodes of our Fridays videos. And honestly, the more ingredients that run out, the more that they are going to try and push this on us. I've said this already, I believe they're already sneaking this stuff inside of the food. It'd be crazy if they're just not listening, as part of the ingredients. But maybe they are. But some people just honestly do not check ingredients, you guys. So definitely check this video out and let me know what you all think. Yeah, they're trying to make it convincing. One thing I can say about this video that's going to play, they're trying to make it convincing. They're trying to convince people that it is okay and it's a better thing to have than meat. Let's roll a clip.
15 million crickets in this room. Here, they'll live out their lives freely until they're transformed into food.
The purpose of the condos is to give the crickets somewhere to live, and so generally they are resting inside the condos. They'll come up, have a drink of water, have some food, and then go back down to rest again. It's difficult to perceive how many crickets are actually in a room like this because of course they were all living inside their happy little condos. We just take the condo, give it a bang, and all the crickets come out.
Most of these crickets will be milled into a powder that can be used like flour.
It's good, you can't even taste the cricket.
Or you can snack on them whole like chips. This one is barbecue flavored. Though you may be thinking this is a strange choice for food, crickets actually contain more protein than beef without any of the environmental damage.
A lot of manufacturers and entrepreneurs were looking for safer, more sustainable protein sources to add to their product, and for us it's been quite a boon to our business as a result.
We went inside Canada's Entimo farms to see how they turn crickets from bugs to brunch. For most of us, crickets are just the soundtrack of our summer nights. But Darren Golden and his brothers thought they could be used to create a new source of sustainable and nutritious food.
Just reimagining how we can feed a population of 9 or 10 billion people on an overcrowded planet.
Now they harvest about 50 million crickets a week, and they're aiming to triple production within the year.
The trickiest thing is that there's no real manual. In terms of this kind of scale and density, there's no manual. It's figure it out as you go. Nobody's ever done free-range cricket farming on this kind of a scale before.
It all starts here, where the crew covers boards with a mixture of damp soil and peat moss.
Making mud pies.
And the pregnant females flock to lay their eggs. It may look like just dirt and some grains of rice, but actually,
there's probably thousands and thousands of cricket eggs in there.
And in this room, about 15 million eggs. Of the 900 different species Darren could choose from, he chose the tropical house cricket because of its simple feed requirements.
It's a cricket that does well in high densities, grows really fast, and is a super delicious cricket.
Every single part of this cricket is edible. Plus they have nutrients like fiber, iron, and calcium. After roughly 9 days, the eggs hatch and they'll hang in the nursery for about 2 weeks.
Crickets definitely require a nice warm environment. Being cold-blooded animals, their metabolism's controlled by temperature. So if you keep them on the warmer end of their preferred temperature, they grow faster. And then once they're big enough and ready to handle life in the big grow room, then we transfer them from the nursery into the grow room.
It only takes a crew of 5 to maintain this colony of millions. The crickets here eat a mixture of corn, soy, and some flax. On average, the crickets dine on almost 1,000 pounds of feed a day.
That's often staggering for people because you think of crickets as such tiny little animals, but of course when you got 10 or 15 million of them, they consume a fair amount of feed.
To put it in human terms, 15 million crickets is nearly twice the population of New York City. But growing all these crickets is still more sustainable than farming pigs, poultry, or cattle. To produce just 1 kilogram of cow meat takes a staggering 22,000 liters of water, and to produce that same amount of protein from a cricket, only a few hundred liters. Growing crickets also has other advantages.
So one of the interesting things about insects is that there's very, very few diseases that are transferable from insects to humans, which is very different from farming mammals or chickens. And crickets do not have any known viruses, or the species that we produce has no known viruses that can affect them. And of course, certainly no zoonotic viruses or viruses that can cross species.
The 3 Entimo barns can produce 9,000 pounds of protein a week, enough to fill the daily protein requirements of about 80,000 people.
By and large, most of our customers are either integrating it into a finished good, like a dog kibble, a dog treat, or selling it as cricket powder under a different brand, or putting it in something like a superfood smoothie mix, baking it into other baked goods and other snacks.
Even their poop is a usable product.
And as you can see, the floor is covered with cricket manure.
It's called frass, and it's a great fertilizer. The farm can produce about 6,000 pounds of manure per harvest. These crickets will live out their full lifespan before they're turned into food.
So from the time an egg hatches to harvest is about 6 weeks. The big difference is that at 6 weeks, a cricket is fully mature, it's lived out its life, it's bred and laid eggs for us, and essentially it would be dying within a few days anyway.
And now it's time to see them turned into food.
So this is our raw receiving room. All of the crickets come in from the farm.
The insects are rinsed, then sorted to make sure there's no debris from the farm in the mix. Next, they're evenly spread onto trays and slipped into ovens to roast.
So in order to make the powder, the moisture has to be below a certain percentage. We find that if it's above that percentage, it's really difficult to grind it.
While some are left whole and sent for seasoning and packaging, the majority will go into this industrial grinder until they look like coffee.
Do a quick 30-second whisk to break it up.
It's then manually packed into boxes of 25 pounds each. Every day they turn 15,000 crickets into 500 pounds of powder.
The secret sauce is really in the metrics. It's in exactly how your setup is done, your ratio of eggs, surface area of feed, and it's kind of like a big, giant recipe, and everything does have to be perfect for it to function the way that we function.
But there's still room for improvement. Right now the process at Entimo is mostly manual, and that needs to change if they want to ramp up production.
And so we're looking at more automated solutions, which will allow us to actually produce 3 to 4 times what we are capable of doing now.
Entimo Farms hopes this will also help bring costs down and make their products more affordable. Cricket flour sells for roughly $12 for every 4 ounces, which is 45 times the price of all-purpose flour. But it's not really the price that's holding back some customers.
Perception in North America around insect as food is certainly a challenge, and it's one that we are striving to rise up against.
In Asia, cricket's already a popular food, and Darren is confident the appetite for crickets is only going to grow.
Super exciting thing about insect farming is scale up is super fast. Each cricket lays 600 eggs or so, and so in a crisis event, if we needed to scale up our production, we can do it really, really fast.
All right, you guys. So are you convinced? I know I'm still not convinced, but if you think about, if it ever comes down to a time where there's nothing left but the stuff that they're putting together, are you ready to consume this? You know, just food for thought, literally. We're gonna have some crickets for thought over here. Yes, so we're gonna end this video here. Thank you all for coming with me to ShopRite. It was amazing. Y'all got to see how that meat section was looking. It was looking bad over there. Yes, it was looking real bad. Y'all got to hear this report, so y'all know what to do. Head to the comments and drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, I'll see y'all all next video. Make sure y'all all are staying prepped, staying blessed, and staying safe. And most of all, remain those beautiful queens and kings. And I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Remember, leave it down in the comments down below. If you're new here, please go ahead and consider subscribing. And if you've been here before, thank you for tuning back in. See y'all next video. Peace out.